Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode of Wednesday's Words of Wisdom with Ben. Now, for anybody that might just be catching these episodes for the first time, let's make it very clear. There are certain issues that we're not going to speak about. Number one is politics. We all have our own beliefs. We all have our own views. Arguing about it is not going to do anything but hurt feelings, and we don't need that. Believe what you want to believe, vote how you want to vote, and go from there. The other thing we're not going to talk about is religion, or lack thereof of religion. You have to believe in which way you want to believe, or be a high believer and being a non-believer. That's your choice. It's whatever makes you happy, secure, and comfortable. The other thing we're not going to speak of on Wednesday's Words of Wisdom with Ben, say that 5 times, is your, let's call it, personal life preference. Who cares? Do what you got to do, whatever makes you happy. That's it and that's all. I think that's enough said. So, folks, today, let's get this episode going. On today's episode of Wednesday's Words of Wisdom with Ben, we are going to center around this conversation on hay buyers. First and foremost, let me just say thank God for hay buyers. Thank God for people that need hay and feed that don't or can't produce it for themselves. It gives us farmers and producers an opportunity to actually sell a good product at a fair price and actually pay a few bills if we're lucky. This year I'm not that lucky because there's not really much to sell. I need it all to feed the cattle on the farm. Okay, hay buyers. Today we're going to talk about proper hay buying etiquette, or maybe what not to do. Bailing at the same time. This is real tricky, folks. Okay, what you shouldn't do is pull up to the farmer's place of residence, and also business, by the way, with your head up high, cocky as hell, no matter how much money you have in your wallet. That will not be tolerated. Treating a farmer like a dumb farmer or somebody that is less than you, 9 out of 10 people that I know that produce a product will not put up with it or tolerate it. You'll probably be asked to leave. What you need to also understand is your brand new F-350 hauling behind you, your brand new aluminum trailer that you're about to stack 20 bales on after coming an hour and 20 minutes to the farm, does not impress me or 9 out of 10 farmers that I know. We don't care. We have what we have, you have what you have. What you have does not make you any better than the other person. Okay, now let's talk about bale inspections. Number one, if you're going to talk a tough game, please know what you're talking about. If you're looking at some of the best grass hay that can be baled, that money that can buy, you need to probably recognize it instead of downplaying it. No big deal. Most farmers I know, we all got pretty tough skin. One of the biggest things you really don't need to do, let's talk about bale probing for moisture. Number one, I support that. You are the buyer. You need to know what you're buying. You need to know you're getting a good quality product. By all means, take your $290 or $500 bale probe out and test these bales. I support it. What you don't really need to do in front of the farmer is take a small square bale of hay and probe it 3 different times, once on each side and one in the middle, and get same readings across the board. And continue to probe bales as you're loading it on your brand new trailer behind your brand new F-350. Lastly, if not least, have enough common decency and courtesy to ask that person's last name so you can properly write out a check, which you shouldn't be doing anyway. Normally it's cash. Cash is king, but there's nothing wrong with the check. If it cashes, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Have the common courtesy to actually ask that farmer or producer, however you want to say it, ask their last name so you can write it on there. It's the appropriate thing to do. The farmer is normally 9 out of 10 people dependent on that check to maybe put some food on the table or help make a payment or fuel. Lastly, don't act like all of the above and call the farmer back or producer a week later and ask him if he's out of hay, if he has any more for sale. You should be smarter than that, because 9 out of 10 times you'll be told to go fly a kite. Just like you, no names, were told today. You are rude, you are ignorant, you will not be dealt with. I don't care if I can't make a payment, I will not sell you 100 bales of hay for $100 a piece. Period. There's no reason to be rude. None. Unless you have a complex. You have a complex? Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm big on complexes, or the lack thereof having some, and noticing it by others. I think it's funny. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today. We've run out of time. I hope you enjoyed today's Wednesday's Words of Wisdom with Ben. We'll see what the ratings come back as. We might just do this every Wednesday and have a little fun with it. Stay tuned, folks. Next after this is an actual baling video of peas and oats. We're going to talk to you sooner than later.